Noah's Ark hunters claim that they've discovered a shape matching the biblical description of Noah's Ark resting on Mount Ararat. They use ground-penetrating radar scans to do this. Now, there are biblical recounts of the flood, Noah's flood. Some say it's worldwide, some say it's local towards the Black Sea area. Both renditions are theologically acceptable. And this area is on Mount Ararat, which is in today's Turkey. Biblical archaeologists claim that a giant shape in the Turkish mountains, Mount Ararat, has the same proportions as the biblical description of Noah's Ark. This is after the complete of the 3D scans. Ground-penetrating radar was used. The ground-penetrating radar analyzed that there was a boat-like formation on Mount Tendurik, which has long been speculated to be the location of the legendary boat, Noah's Ark that is, from the book of Genesis. Research teams from the US and Turkey claimed the initial scans are promising, and they suggest it was a man-made object heading beneath the mountain. It could be a sign of Noah's Ark. Many creationists, people who believe that the universe created by God, have been believing that the famous Ark was real, of course, buried in the Duru Pinar, in the east part of Turkey, the east coast of Turkey. Now, geologists claim that the mountainous formation, first unearthed around 50 years ago in eastern Turkey, is just a simple rock formation. Please support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. And this is the aerial image of that location. New evidence convinced a team of Noah's Ark hunters that 3D images resemble Noah's Ark. And it's not just a simple rock formation. The ground-penetrating radar, GPR for short, these surveys were conducted at the site by the Oregon-based TOPA 3D. Andrew Jones, who is a longtime Ark hunter who led the research team, told Sun Online, "This is not what we would expect to see if this site is just solid block of rock or an accumulation of random debris from a mud flow." As you can see, the ground-penetrating images show even rectangular shapes in some areas of the Ark, what we assume to be the Ark. He said, "But these results are what you would expect to see if this is a man-made boat matching the biblical requirements of Noah's Ark." The project is called Noah's Ark Scans, and they claim that their discovery is a parallel line in right angles below the surface, so showing that something you would not expect to see in a natural geological formation. The rectangular and block lines. The mountains of Mount Ararat and Ararat, in which is now eastern Turkey, the area that was once Armenia, is the Noah's Ark travels to the biblical event of the Great Flood. Now, the formation originally spotted in 1959 by Turkish Army Captain İlhan Duru Pinar. He took notice of the site through aerial photographs of the area taken by the military. His discovery sparked a brief period of international interest, but not all researchers believed that this discovery has its roots in the biblical event. For most geologists and historians, the modern understanding of the fossil record, human history, and age of the earth is proof of the impossibility of the biblical flood. But Christian scholars have been committed to the hunt for evidence of the Ark. Described wooden ship 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 35 feet high. Ryan Morrow, president of Doubting Thomas Research Foundation, which is a non-profit organization investigating biblical account historicity, said, "I knew that the scientific consensus was that the Duru Pinar site is a geological oddity. Before learning about these scans, it seemed like those who continued to argue in favor of the Duru Pinar site just could not accept the truth and let it go. It's a whole new ballgame now. Those judgments dismissing the site were made decades ago and based on limited data compared to what we have now." In other words, The ground penetrating radar now shows that these rectangular images on that area is some kind of a constructed site, an ancient constructed site. So this could be it. This is on Express UK by Jacob Paul. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support.